Me and the girls just got done clearing the trail that goes up there on the ridge line. I should take some video of some stuff up there, but I didn't. I can later. Yesterday I came down and was working on this. It was all washed out. And I'm getting ready to take my chainsaw and clear all this out so it don't stop up the drain. Edie stays with her daddy, don't she? But anyway, I was going to see if anything else was up here that needs to be out of the creek. There's constantly stuff washing down. Looks like a well, now it looks like a hazelnut tree. It is. There's some hazelnuts on it. Not the best in the world. Anyways, this is a pretty place. Coming up through here, especially with the rocks on up it. There's a sulfur leak. Pretty good one. Or iron, not sulfur. Lure. Like to look for tracks in here too. There is a turtle shell. There's a turtle shell stuck up here. I guess that turtle crawled up there and died. Look at that. It looks like some impressions in here. Kind of older looking. There's a can, I'll grab that and get it out. Now this. If I can get that leaf out, I'll get back here. So I can definitely, how good that's gonna pick up. Can definitely see a big toe. It looks like a right foot. And you can see the other toes like they're maybe kind of curled. 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 4. The leaves and stuff kind of messed it up. Going this way, right there, is another indention that probably ain't picking up so well. Moss off of a log. And then leafy, it'd be hard to find anything in there. Unless it went that way. That looks pretty fresh too. So that sand down there is, wetter from the creek. That's kind of wet too, but not as wet. That's why those might have looked more washed out. That don't look like it was maybe. Man, this is pretty packed dirt. Look at this right there. Something's been through here. I don't know how well these are picking up. Something's kind of in the shadow. Oh, here's somebody's dinner. Right? Not very old either. If that'd been there for, I'd say, more than a week. Bones are picked clean, but this would all be scattered around from, squirrels and chipmunks and everything else will get in on that deal. I'd love to find a good track in here, or a good fossil, or a booger. I would say this would be a great place to hang out. Right there's the road, but so far today there's been 0 people going up that road. If that's where something went down the bank. I'm trying to look before I step. And it might not have come this way, but this is so hard packed. Sweetie Edie. He likes to go for a ride. Barb, not so much. She's more of a Bailey follower. And yesterday I got him to go for a ride by giving him treats. Barb, Edie's always ready to go for a ride. And coming back, she seen Bailey and jumped out of the side-by-side while we was moving down the hardtop. So yeah, she's pretty hard-headed, so she didn't get hurt any. I just don't know about that girl. There's definitely been something through here. I don't know how well it's picking up. The leaves are all scattered. Probably gonna see if there's hair or anything on these. Look here. I'm not saying it was a booger, but I don't know who else would make such tracks like that back in the creek. Maybe it was that possum. He walked through there. There's a possum skeleton. And he walked back through there and made those tracks and just died. You know? Look here. There's a bedding area. Now that could be a big old buck. It's pretty good size. Very possible that's a buck, but he's got him a little shelter here from the rain. I'm not really sure. It's pretty good size. Might be too big for a buck. As a comparison, there's one end of it, and the other end is about 8 inches longer. Here's a good escape route. You can actually, okay, maybe it was a deer. But there's only 2 of those, so I don't know. I'm not really. Should be, if it's a deer, look like there'd be pock marks going all the way up. What do you think, Fleabag? Look how big that is compared to her. What do you think, girl? And again, right there's the road. But if you're driving by on the road, plus you're, going pretty good lope, you're not going to see nothing back in here this time of the year. And it ain't but 20 yards away. But if you didn't know a road was right there on the other side of that hedge grove, and you would never guess it. I guess I'm going to have to do the old walk around or jump. But I don't like jumping as much as I did back in my younger days. I find it's rough on my knees now. So instead I'll get, there's some pokeberries, all kinds of food. Pokeberries, here's a muscadine vine. The hazelnuts. There weren't too many on that. And they're probably in season. Heck, a booger could stand right here and not be noticed. And right up there is the road. I guess that's about as far as I'm going. So I'll go get my saw and cut out a little bit, maybe this stuff up here. I don't know if I'm going to walk all the way back up here or not. Take the creek back. Find us a fossil. Here's another track. Wow. Made a good worm clamp. Might be able to use that for something. Stick that in my pocket. Boy, that tree just went straight for the water with these roots. What do you think about that, Purdy? Oh, sweetie Edie. Figured the other girls would come down whenever I came off the mountain. But they're still up there doing something. It's just me and my Edie. Really need to clean out all of this creek. Plans are, and I don't know when this will happen, is to, I went and picked up this old fuel tank, and I got a really good deal on it. And I want to stick it in for a culvert down here because it gives me access to the top part of my property. And this one keeps getting gobbed up and overflowing and shrink the road. And again, if you're in the Louisa, Kentucky area and want some timbering done, but you're not sure on who to hire to get that done for you, leave a comment on here and I will tell you exactly who not to do your timbering. Because these guys left a friggin' mess. Makes me sick. Mother Nature and the good Lord's fixing her back. But it'll take a few years. I've got a culvert that will definitely handle this stuff. This is what they put in for me. Look at that. And I've dipped this out. This was all stopped up again. And I fixed all this. The creek was washing out, coming over the bank and going down the road. And you're not going to get no help from the county either, even though you pay your taxes. So, don't rely on government for anything, guys. It makes you a slave to their system. I'm going to put a big culvert in right here. And look. So this one runs through and then it goes right up against the bank, which is just going to hold the water back. So I'm going to put a big culvert in right here. And it'll give it a straight shot. You ready to go for a ride? Give it a straight shot and won't have to worry about it washing out. Alright, I think we're going to do some squirrel hunting. Edie straight talked me into going squirrel hunting. You ready to go? Huh? Good girl. Good girl.